And with that, I will give you Rosemary. Rosemary Ghiz is also a fairly regular young lady on my summits. She has spoken before, and today she's going to tell you a little bit about herself and some of what she does, and she's going to give us some testimonials about the amazing supplements, because it's time for us to start speaking about these outstanding supplements that we have. And both Rosemary and Amanda and Karen and some other people that couldn't make it. Again, it's such a busy day for all of us. But these, actually, these are kind of cool, right? Blue and blue. Each one is different. One's for the liver and one's for blood sugar. So anyway, so with that, I'm actually going to let Rosemary speak, because I believe she has to also go somewhere. So we're all going somewhere today, right? So thank you so much, Rosemary, for taking the time to come out here, and go right ahead. Take it away.
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are coming from. And sounds like we've got quite an international group today. So that's fantastic. I'm really excited and happy to be here, and for many, many different reasons. But on the subject of business goddesses, we are all business goddesses. We come together with so many hats. I can't even begin to tell you how many hats I wear, but we all have multiple hats. We're doing multiple things, and I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. And I have some really strong passions, and one of those is around women and empowerment, women and entrepreneurship. And my focus is in around, excuse me, my voice is starting to go. My focus is in around financial security and health and wellness, of course, too, as well, both of which are extremely near and dear to my heart. I've been in the finance and real estate industry for a little over 25 years. And I have a major passion of helping women to help them achieve that financial freedom. Because like many of us, myself included, we were brought up to think small, to depend on other people for that financial freedom, or for that growth, or for expanding and building. We were never taught to talk about money, about finances, or whatever your dreams and wishes are. It just wasn't part of our vocabulary. And you certainly never talked about money or finances with other people. So it was something you kept inside. But as a mortgage professional, I saw this every day in my business, in my practice, where women believed that financial freedom just was not achievable without the support of someone else, mostly men, or fathers or husbands or brothers. And they firmly believed it. And some women still believe it to this day, that you can't buy real estate on your own. Well, let me tell you, ladies, that is not the case. In fact, the stats on it, and I don't have it in front of me, but single women far surpass single men purchasing real estate for home ownership and even for investing. More women today are investing in real estate for investment purposes, more than ever before. And that's a beautiful thing. And so part of what I do is I work with my women and I educate them. I talk to them about what their needs and wants are, how to figure it out from, I get ladies come in to say to me, I don't even know where to begin. Like, who do I talk to? How do I afford to buy a home? I have small income or whatever the case may be, or they may have a good income and they're business owners, but they still don't believe in their minds that they can do this. Well, I have changed that belief for many, many women, and I've helped them achieve that financial goal and surpass it. I am a 3-time best-selling author, in women empowerment, women entrepreneurship. And I'm absolutely thrilled and awesome to say that I'm coming out in this newest book that's going to be introduced soon on business goddesses. So that's really exciting. And I look forward to that, Marianne. Thank you very much. But the other piece of that is self-care. And for a lot of women, we don't take care of ourselves the way we should. We take care of everybody else. We wear the 15 million hats that are expected of us, being women. You know, maybe it's bringing up children, maybe it's household, maybe it's getting a job to support your family's income, all of those things. And we tend to leave ourselves to last. And over the years, I am a perfect case of that. I was so busy with helping other people, I was neglecting my own health. So I had a lot of health concerns around different things that were popping up in my health. And, you know, trying different things, doing different things, try and help that. And one of the things that I've learned to realize is that if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. And had the feeling of imposter syndrome. Here I am telling other people how to do stuff or whatever, and I wasn't doing it myself, and I wasn't succeeding myself the way I should have been. About 2 years ago now, I think approximately 2 years ago, I too was introduced to the APL GO. And, you know, and a lot of women are going to say, you know what? I've tried everything. I've gone on supplements. I've gone on shakes and all of these other different things, and none of them really ever worked. I too have done the same thing. I've tried many things, and many of them haven't worked. So I went into it with the idea of, okay, I'll give it a shot, see how it works, and go from there. Well, I have to tell you that my story turned around quite a bit. That not only did my health change and turn around, but now I'm able to help other people, particularly when it comes to entrepreneurship and helping other women grow. Like I mentioned, I went into it with skepticism, but I thought, give it a shot. And there's so many different products that come out with the APL GO. And they target different areas of the body, 100% natural, all of those things. But I had my own specific needs. And like a lot of women, well, you know, I've got arthritis or I've got pain in my back or whatever the case may be. In my case, it was breathing and sinus issues and lung issues. And I was introduced to a couple of the products that I started taking. And I can't even begin to tell you what a shock it was to my system, where I always had problems sleeping. Now, all of a sudden, I'd taken this product, and within probably a couple of days, I noticed a difference. I wasn't waking up, not being able to breathe, which was shocking to me. And I can only attribute it to the products that I used with the APL GO. The second was I had a lot of bone issues, poor bone density, all of those things, and a bit of arthritis and very weak bones. I was introduced to another product through APL GO, and I started taking it. And my little story, my backstory, if I can say it, Marianne, is that I was getting ready to go to an event. And actually, no, before that, I never wore heels because I had very weak ankles. I always wore flats. But on this particular occasion, about a year and a half ago, I was going to a big event and I wanted to buy some things new for myself, new dress, perhaps. And one of those things was I thought I'd get a new pair of shoes. So I was looking at all the flats, and then I came across a pair of heels. Fell in love with them, ladies. I can't even begin to tell you how it made me feel. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a shot, try it out. I'll take it to the event, see how long I can last. Maybe I'll last half an hour, an hour. So I put them on that morning, And it was one of those events, ladies, where you're up and you're down and you're walking, and you're talking to people, and you're constantly moving. Well, it was about mid-afternoon that day that a colleague, a coach, a mentor of mine, came up to me and told me how great I looked and how fantastic I looked in heels. And she had never seen me in heels before. It was at that moment I realized I was still wearing them and there was no pain. So if that's a testimonial to the products, that's it. I swear by them. I take them every day and I love them. And I love you too, Marianne, for introducing them to me. But, we are all goddesses and we all need to first take care of ourselves because we can't help other people before that. And again, my passion is helping women in real estate, in finances, helping them figure out their budgets, how to improve their credit, all of those wonderful things that we have never been taught. And that's where I'll sign off from here on that and wish you all a fantastic International Women's Day and hope you're all doing well. Take care.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. How important is it for us to be financially independent, whether you're married or you're in a relationship? I mean, really, you should know your way around finances. This is like you should have a driver's license. You should have you should have some knowledge, some method, some anything. Rosemary and I also do the gold together because we both like gold. She comes from a finance background. I used to be a mortgage agent before I became a real estate agent. So we both help women around real estate, around investing their money, around helping them get the money that they need to buy the real estate. Like there's all kinds. And I believe you do something else, Rosemary. Did you want to mention that? The administrative part.
I decided recently, thank you, Marianne, for reminding. Like I said, I've got so many hats, I can't even keep track of it sometimes. So I have to be very organized and methodical about my work. But I decided to take my business of in finances and whatnot, but I wanted to pivot that business and turn it into assisting companies, small businesses in their databases. So many companies and businesses, they're very transactional. And they've got a huge database of past clients that they sometimes never go after or never talk to or forget to talk to. And one of the things I learned in my mortgage business is if you're not top of mind, you're forgotten. So when people have come to me and said, you know what, I've got a question on my mortgages, they forget that once the transaction's over, that, why call me? Because why would I need you? But they do need me and they do have questions. So what I've done is I've taken that and I've said, okay, I'm going to create a database management business where small businesses, companies, I can take care of their database, go and organize their past clients, and actually go and make calls to their database, to their partners, business partners, and actually try and put the business owner, in the front of their face and set up appointments, set up updates. I want to talk about what's going on now in my business or how can I increase. I've got a gentleman now that does website design and he's going back into his past clients and asking them if they want their websites redeveloped, recreated, get into some more social media on their websites. So there's growth that's there that people aren't thinking about when it comes to their businesses, and having someone that actually touches base with those clients and those past people, past customers, it makes such a big difference. I make calls and they go, oh, yes, I do need that. Especially in the mortgage business, I call on behalf of other mortgage brokers and I touch base with them and say, you know what, you're an important client to this broker and We want to make sure that all your needs are met. And if you have any questions or anything happening, or maybe changes in your life too as well, that you want to have a conversation about. So then I set up appointments for the broker on those. So that's a little bit about what I do. Another one of those things I do. So thank you, Mary, for reminding, because I forgot. That it's probably one of the biggest things right now in my business that's growing substantially. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rosemary, and thank you for taking the time. I know you have to go to another appointment. Again, super busy day for us women, especially if you're a speaker or a leader in your industry. You are definitely busy today. And it's one of my favorite days in the world. I love it. I love that we get to go in and just empower a ton of women all at once, all in one day. So I hope you're all enjoying this. Thank you, Rosemary.